Chat Shit Committee, welcome back to Chat Shit, y'all, the official Rap Shit podcast, the companion of the Max original series, Rap Shit. For season 2, here we are.
Yes, and you guys know these faces. I'm your sister, Jessie Woo.
And it's your boy, the incomparable Zach Campbell. And we here to chop it up, honey. This episode, honey. Yeah. Episode 4. Oh, Jessie, what is this episode called? And who wrote this and directed it, babe?
The episode's title is Detour, and it was written by Dave Helm and directed by Lawrence Lamont. Okay, so Lawrence is making a comeback with direction.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
And
oh my God, it's family in the house tonight.
Yeah, and obviously we're still on tour. Oakland is where Mia, Shauna, and everybody, Chassity is. They arrive at a rundown motel. We already know that Mia had her little mishap with Mr. 30K in the last episode, so no surprise that she's back in the trenches.
Ooh.
Chassity and Mia and Shauna, after fighting a couple roaches in the hotel room. Actually, let's talk about the fact that they were
in this hotel
fighting roaches. Have you ever been booked for something and had to stay in a room where you looked down and roaches were doing the electric slide?
Can you please, not the electric slide? Absolutely the fuck not.
Oh, I've experienced that.
No, well, I've lived there before. I've lived in a home that had that before, but I've never been booked somewhere and the room, it looked like, shouldn't sleep here tonight. The thing is, I've had
that once.
Girl.
And never again.
A blood stain in the middle of the floor, though?
That was disgusting. First of all, I don't know if that was it human blood? Was it rat blood?
Who knows?
Like,
why was the carpet soggy?
Yeah. Like, was there a body in here?
Bitch, I hate when my socks get wet. Did you ever stepped in a wet ass something with your socks?
And then it's why do you have all these wet spots on the carpet, but the dresser was so dusty?
What, like asbestos was coming from the goddamn ceiling, baby. And while all this is going on, the only thing, the motel wasn't the only thing busted though, Jessie, because what was also busted was my bitch Mia's face, but you tried to send that text message and it was green. For my iPhone users at home, you know this. When you try to send a text message, if you ain't got no Wi-Fi or your service is bad and you paid your bill here, it's going to turn green or you're blocked.
Somebody blocked you.
Mm.
Somebody definitely blocked you.
And she was sending, as we saw in the thread, sending pictures.
She's sending coochie pics.
Coochie
booty pics.
Bitch, I
she's sending
that.
Coochie
Mia
pics from the...
You like what you see?
She's sending coochie pics from the back. You know it's serious if you sending coochie pics from the back. Like, she's like, hello, I need this man to answer me ASAP. And that man did not answer nothing. All she was met with was a green bubble.
Like, damn.
Child, he's not answering anything, so she looks shit-faced. And, this brings about a little connection moment with her and Shauna. Like, she's like, obviously, I know you don't fuck with me. Shauna says to Mia, I know you don't fuck with me. But
Mia bitch, I fuck with you. You just tired.
Yeah.
You just tired sometimes. And we all got friends like that. That, like, I live for you, girl. But sometimes you come up around here and you get to being tired. And I don't got time for all your bullshit. Like, I got some friends that sometimes, like, Shauna reminds me of that friend that, like, bitch, they just dump everything on you and like, oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. And at some point in time, bitch, it get like, girl, we both in the same boat. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, it's all right. Yeah. You broke, I'm broke. And Mia, at least Mia, like, bitch, I'm trying to make something happen.
Yeah.
Like, geez, Louise, girl. But while they in this goddamn room, girl, they found out it was Raina had a complex interview feature where Raina doesn't even mention or credit our girls.
What are their names again?
Oh, it's just some local talent, some artists that I found. I just wanted to give them a shot.
Isn't that crazy? Well, I'm not even surprised. Let me stop. Wait. I'm actually not gagged. Because let me tell you something. Of course, you white women up here talking about some, I saved them. I wanted to jump through that screen when she tried to make it seem like she put them on. She's doing charity work. This is her BLM moment. Girl, I really can't stand the rain.
I'm not surprised. And then she was like, oh, local talent. Oh, okay. It's like the moment the girls heard that, I was like, listen, as I'm watching it, I'm like, y'all better tighten the fuck up and understand that this is the exposure tour that y'all wanted.
Ooh, but see,
this is the exposure tour that y'all wanted. See, when you start off with no respect and not requiring respect, this is the type of treatment that you get. Like, I've been saying that from the jump. It's like, when you don't require respect and you don't require things like per diems and you don't require at least a 4-star hotel, like, those are like minimum. Like, at least, and for them, I was okay, 3 stars. Like, I'll give you 3 stars. Like,
a Residence Inn.
Y'all could have put y'all could have gave them a little Marriott. Like,
somebody got a Marriott card that y'all could have put them in a goddamn Residence Inn. 3 stars. No. What is it? $83 a night. Rain. No shade, Raina. Miss Rain, girl, you may got me on this because I kind of was on your team with this. I live for walking through with the drama, with the coat, dragging the coats, dragging the goddamn solo cups and the blunt wraps and fucking
Somebody
shit.
Was like, damn, y'all shooting a reality show?
I live for her coming through with this fucking long-ass
somebody
coat.
following her with a camera.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh.
She getting her life, girl. I'm a star. She gets on, she get on the table, and here go Francois, tired ass. I got a table for y'all too. No, the fuck you don't, but all right, here we go. They get in this section, it ain't all what they thought it was, because Rain on the goddamn table like, everybody say, ow.
She's just carrying on. Yeah, it's...
Nobody
Yeah. Ooh. Anyway, but I guess like they all, Shauna had a freestyle prepared that she was going to make sound like a freestyle.
Yes.
According to Francine's instructions. And then you have, Raina. I guess they were trying to arrange for like Shauna to do it first and then Raina, But anyway, the girl said, no, we ain't doing it. We ain't going to do it. We're not doing the doo-wop pop for Raina this time. She can go up there by herself.
By her fucking self. Yeah, and that's why she got up there. Hey, everybody. Like a lunch lady sounded fucking announcing the lunch, bitch.
My thing that always kills me too is like, I don't know if it's in television or in movies, period, when there's like awkward silence and you hear somebody.
I thought somebody was gonna say, "Get off the stage!" Like, bitch.
Like, why does that always kill me?
I live.
That fucking kills me every time. But yeah, somebody coughing. You hear dogs barking.
Whoever did the Foley for this episode, y'all ate with in the back, bitch.
Oh my God,
I live.
That shit was funny as hell. But then you have, Raina at first is kind of a little shaky. But it was funny because like, she could kind of test the waters and test the crowd. And it was like, we don't ever appropriate. We celebrate.
Y'all gonna celebrate with me tonight? Yeah. Jessie, I would have looked at her like this the whole time. Oh, for what?
Yeah.
And if you listen to this on the way to work, I looked at her with scowl, honey. Yeah. With scowl. I'd have been like, girl, what is going on? Who is it? Who let this woman, Chicken Alfredo, get up here looking like this? But the thing is, I will give her respect for at least breaking the mold and being like, you know what? I know I'm the white girl in here. I get it. But let me go ahead and show you what I could do. I could do my 1, 2, 3s and ABC ass rap. And she did ride the beat.
Yeah, she said, I do the most. I'm the butter on your toes. Okay, girl. Very revolutionary.
Shaking her titties. She said,
very revolutionary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl, she was feeling herself, and I think the crowd was starting to feel it, but I do love how our girl Shauna and Mia was like, are they really eating this the fuck up?
Yeah.
But that goes to show, can I be on some real shit? Yep. I have to be there. I have to say it.
Go ahead.
But this reminded me, and it gave me a little bit of trauma, or a trigger, I should say, when I have been watching performances on television and or in person.
Yep.
And I have seen people that get on stage that give very microwave, or like they're really pushing the industry because maybe, this is what's popular right now, that we want to push this agenda. And I have looked at things and some artists in real life and been like, are they dead ass pushing this right now?
Yeah.
Are they dead ass letting this happen? And like, it is, I don't know if Shauna and Mia felt like this internally, but I did watching the scene where it made me feel like, why is this happening? Why do you get this kind of attention? Meanwhile, I know for a fact what the fuck I'm rapping about, my skills. I'm sickening, bitch. And y'all let this get up here and it's half-ass baked? Speaking of.
But also, too, I think a lot of times, too, like, commentary online will be, oh, well, it's the industry. No, sometimes it be y'all. Because look at the crowd.
Come on.
The industry was not pushing the crowd. Nobody pushed a button and made all y'all start bopping y'all heads from side to side. Mm-hmm. The rap was very elementary. But you saw, like, everybody, like, come on now. Like,
but did you see how the DJ said, okay, give it up for Raina? Yeah, okay. But I was going to say, speaking of half-baked, that's when I love the analogy that Duke or Chassity, however you want to call it, I call her Duke, okay? But Chassity is was in the back of the motel telling the ladies, you know what, y'all remind me of mac and cheese.
Fuck her. Y'all gotta think of it like mac and cheese. Y'all like the mac and cheese my grandmama used to make. 5 cheese blend, perfectly thick noodles, sprinkle a little cheese on top, throw that bitch in the oven, it come out all gooey, crispy and shit.
What the hell?
Yeah. Stay with me now.
And I really do love this analogy of, you know, people, it takes a lot to become an artist. And I don't think people at home, I think because of social media, it looks so easy, it looks attainable, which in some cases it really is, no shade. But it's about what you want as an artist. It's about what message you want to give. And I feel like the way Duke used the analogy of mac and cheese, she used the analogy of Raina being the Kraft mac and cheese in the blue, I'm sorry, she said the mac and cheese in the blue box, okay? The mac and cheese in the blue box, because legal. The mac and cheese in the blue box, you put in the microwave, you put some water in it, it's ready. And that is a lot of fucking artists. And some people would say today that a specific social media app gives that kind of rap when it comes to new musicians nowadays. How popcorn it is, right? But then you got people like Shauna and Mia, where you gotta take some time, some seasoning, gotta put extra cheese.
And people who appreciate taste,
they gonna get into
appreciate artists, like real artistry. And I mean, it, like you said, it is an ode to what's going on today. There's a lot of microwavable artists out there, and you really see it sometimes, like with these award shows. I was at an award show recently, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like when you compare the different performances and you see who gets to be on the main stage, but who gets to be on the stage where they perform on the way into a commercial. Baby. It's like the colorism be real. Ooh. The rap skills don't be. It's like, excuse me, we need to do a swap. You know, like it's really, really clear who gets the looks. And I mean, obviously here, you know, we see that this is at play too, but then Mia and Shauna unexpectedly say, you know what, we're going to get together. Mia's like, let's fucking freestyle for these hoes. Like,
I feel that.
Let's freestyle. And even though freestyling is not Mia's strong point, she knew she could lean on Shauna for that.
Absolutely.
And that's what I like about Mia and Shauna. It's like, Mia, she knows her strength. Shauna knows her strength. Yep. And they both come together and they make it work. And so you have Mia who's like, go ahead, spit the bars. I'm gonna put the chorus together and I'm gonna make it, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna make it saucy.
Yeah. And then, I mean, first of all, they get up there to Trick Daddy Shut Up.
Come on.
I've never heard any girl freestyle to Trick Daddy Shut Up.
That's
and then
such
they
a good
flip
one,
it. Yeah, and then they flip it and they did so much. And then the crowd is like, oh, hold up.
Wait a minute, now I know this.
Yeah.
Now this this sound a little bit more sickening.
You know, and they're really like, you see the men in the crowd, like like, you know, that's when you know you got something. When
you
men,
got heterosexual men, head bobbing, you can speak, you can get through the heterosexual, you can speak hetero a little bit. Yeah. They get into that.
When you got the straight niggas, you know, shaking their dreads.
Okay.
You know you got a hit, sis. So yeah, I mean, it was really, really good to see them get together and do what they do. And I feel like Duke, while they were there, I don't think Duke got to see their freestyle because Duke was like, oh, let me try to make a play. She runs into Guap
Dad.
Yeah. And it's so funny because she saw Guap Dad from across the room, but she tried to act like, you know, she didn't see him. And then you hear, what's Duke titties? Duke and titties, Duke and boo, titties. Like, that was like
and it's the oh shit. I swear everyone in this room and y'all watching at home and listening, I know you ain't done that before. Like, oh, that's that bitch, girl. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Hey, girl. Oh, hey. Hey, oh my God. I didn't even see you over there, bitch. I saw you 20 minutes ago. But you know, we ain't
talk about it. You look so good.
Yes, absolutely. And it was
the whole time you just
I will say too, I wanted to piggyback off how when they were on stage supporting each other, I do want to piggyback like how take it back to was it episode 2 when they were performing for the first time and Mia and Shauna were on 2 separate accords, 2 separate situations. They were not a group at all, and Shauna was really trying to be like, bitch, we need to be a group. We need to be a group. Yeah. So it's so refreshing to see this episode, how the ladies kind of, you know what, bitch, let me shut it down. Because I think that Mia finally saw that, babe, even though Shauna thinks her pussy is high up here, like, bitch, I am that girl. Y'all bitches don't know music. Yeah. Mia, you also think that, bitch, you're better than the next girl too. No shade. You have it in different ways, but you do in the sense of you felt that the adversity that they were going through, because they broke and everything like that. But you got cash, so you fine.
Yep.
No, baby, you're going through the same adversity that these girls are going through also.
Yeah.
And I think that Mia finally saw like, oh, bitch, I'm actually a part of this too. I'm not better than this. Let me go on up here and actually act like, you know what, we are part of a group. This is my girl. Period. And I'm happy that they did that.
During the regulars only shindig, can we talk about Mia calling Lamont and that whole little moment? It's like, okay, Mia, girl, it is a lot with you. It's a lot
what's
going on. You know, like, okay, girl, what's the tea? What's going on? Do you want to be back with the father of your child?
She don't know.
What, like, do you want Mr. 30K? Like, what is happening,
Mr.
sister?
30K. So we just call Cash.
Mr. 30K, sister.
I don't know. I think she's right now. Mia's looking like a pick-me bitch, and I don't like it. I don't like it. She's giving pick-me, like she gives him. It's almost like a codependency in a sense, where it's like I don't know if my girl just needs someone. Like I just need to be needed. You know what I mean? I want to be wanted. And I feel like, oh, well, Cash didn't work. Well, my baby daddy over here. And the gag is, do you think Mia only doing this because she knows he about to meet up with old dude in LA. So something could possibly pop for him. So it's like, oh, Lamont, oh, you still, hey.
I mean, yeah, she would be stupid if she didn't keep Lamont in her back pocket. Lamont is very talented as well. Lamont is very driven as well.
Absolutely.
So at any given moment, something can pop off with Lamont, you know? But at the same time, it's like, girl, what do you want? Damn.
I don't think my baby knows.
Yeah, like, what is going on? So
now Chassity, my girl Chassity, now while all this is going on, right? Chassity goes to Guap Dad's car. Okay, and she like, okay, we about to get some bread. We about to get some bread, right?
She told the girls that she would leave because
I'm about to get some money.
They had like a money play for a club, so she goes off with them, thinking that they're really about to go get a gig together. They're about to go get paid for a club appearance or something. That's why Duke goes and she follows Guap.
However, as they in the car, they taking off chains and my girl Duke. If I know the big Duke. I know Duke over there trying to figure out what the fuck. How can I get a piece of? Duke is low key recording in her mind. Okay, that goes in that, and that goes in there. Okay, cute. They go to the fish spot. Now Duke like, all right, and we about to go to the club or something. Aren't we about to? Y'all ain't ready to? Okay. But we hungry. We hungry. Okay, so we think like we gonna get some fish and get the fuck out of here. It's the fact that some dude that they were talking about in the car, PH something, comes in, and they like, oh my God, keep the food to let's eat in. Let's go. Duke said, oh, bitch.
I think Duke was annoyed even when they was talking about what type of fish they want. Guap Dad wanted a BBL fish. He said he wanted the fish back to be loaded. He said, I want my fish to have a shape. I want my fish to have a BBL and titties and all this shit.
You ever had catfish, like, that is fried so fucking good, bitch? And that motherfucker come up and
tastes like a BBL?
No. And that bitch curved like this. Like, it goes straight and then it had like that big old hump in it. And so you take that piece. I haven't eaten yet, y'all. You take that piece and you get your bread and you get that fat ass fucking part where like ooh, bitch, I know BBL me with my catfish, girl. You never had your catfish?
I've never had a BBL catfish.
Like it ain't straight.
I've never had a catfish.
It like curl up at the back.
I've never had a catfish with a mommy makeover.
No.
I've never had it.
It just curls up at the back. You get that white bread.
I've never had a catfish that had to be put under anesthesia and had to get fat sucked out and put it in the ass.
Full on.
I've never had a catfish with titties.
Honey, it was sick.
Ass. Oh, but the way they was describing it, I'm like, well, maybe I need to get me a BBL catfish.
But and let me tell you something. So as Duke leaves them, like, you know what? Because she like, where we gonna get this bread? He like, you want bread in your meal?
I hate people like that.
Fell the fuck out.
No,
bitch.
if I would have fought you.
Not you would have.
Yes. You know what bread I'm talking about. I ain't talking about the bread I'm not talking about the bread that you slice up and put butter on, bitch. I'm talking about money. Fuck?
He said, bitch, you want your white bread? She said, you know what?
Don't worry about it.
You can have it.
Y'all have this bread. I'm gonna go get the real bread.
I'm gonna go get the real bread.
Y'all have this rye, white, whatever, multigrain. Do whatever the fuck you gonna do. I'm gonna go get the real bread.
He's not multigrain with catfish.
Yeah. Get your BBL fish. Go ahead, carry on.
Be distracted. They're about to sit down and eat
the real bread.
I'm gonna get the real shit.
Yeah, like y'all are annoying.
So back at regulars only function, Lord AK. I almost called him AK-47 Lord. Lord AK comes in and come to find out, he saw my girls rapping. I didn't even know he was back there. And so
sure did.
He like AK like saying, taking pictures, everything. And I love that my girl Shauna and Mia had a fan. They're like, can I take a picture with y'all? Y'all was so far. So I love that. I love my girls got fans,
That
period.
We know how to rap and we have supporters.
Absolutely. I think this happened in the first season, if I'm not mistaken, when they first performed too. That happened.
Of course.
They got off stage. I was like, can I take a picture with y'all? So I think that was a nod to the first season, if I'm not mistaken. So as that's happening, they walking through Lord AK comes to us like, yo, y'all was fucking fire. Like, y'all were those girls. Like, for real. Y'all want to come into the studio with us?
Yeah, and here comes Francine.
Here goes tired ass Francois. Talk about some, these are my artists, and these are my songsters, and I got them. Like, I made this happen. I wanted to say, now, you're not their manager, remember? What happened to, no, y'all got this. You signed up for this. Because you told, when Duke tried to ask for some money, you said, this how it is. Like, this is how it's supposed to go. Like, what happened to that? Oh.
Well, obviously, Francine's toupee is on too tight. He's lost a little bit of memory.
Just a little bit.
Sir, you have had nothing to do with anything that's going on over here.
You let us suffer, actually.
1 ounce of helpful. And I like the fact that, yeah, he hopped in. Oh, yeah, let me go get my other artist. And the girls was like, I think at first they thought about it, and they're like, nah, let's fucking get out of here without her.
Yeah.
This is our moment.
Yep.
You know, you have Shauna, who's been dying to meet Lord AK.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you have Mia, who's always going to seize the moment.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I'm really happy that they took that moment for themselves. I'm like, no, fuck her. We're going to go to the studio session.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this man whose tour it is actually has interest in us and appreciates our artistry and told us how fire we were. No, this is my moment. I'm not sharing it with that bitch who wouldn't even remember my name when she did her Complex interview.
Ooh.
Fuck you.
Ooh.
Fuck you. It's going to be me and Mia, and we getting the fuck.
Yeah.
ASAP.
Yeah, Shauna said, bitch, does that bitch even know our names? Like, I said, I got to think about it. Like, maybe she don't, bitch. Like, I really don't think so.
No, she's right. I've never heard her say that.
But the fact that Lord AK was like, wait, that's y'all on our tour? So you don't even know, you don't need,
Didn't even,
but people don't know this at home though. Like, some real shit that happens in real life. Like, some openers, some main, like, talent don't know their openers or don't even know who they're bringing as an opener with them. Some people, believe it or not, will be on the same bill and they don't even talk backstage. They walk past each other. Like, as I'm done with my set being an opener, I'll go to my dressing room, you go to the main stage, and now you perform. Some people don't even talk to the openers sometimes, but I've heard some stories, Guru.
Yeah, I think that's kind of whack.
It's very fucking whack.
Yeah, I think that's
But I've heard some people say, like, I've heard some, like, main artists.
It's like, why do I have an opener that I'm not fucking
You
with?
don't talk to the opener, or they'll tell them you can't perform on certain parts of the stage.
Meanwhile, the gag is a lot of these openers ended up with more influence than the main act. So you never know how the cookie crumbles. Maybe humility should be part of every artist's diet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Lord AK says, let's go back to the studio. Y'all want to go? Absolutely. They go without Francois, and I'm so happy. They said, we'll meet there. They'll meet us there.
Yeah, you can stay home. You can stay at this party.
Francine. Yeah, stay there. So
Francine, you could stay at every day. What's the name? We going to the studio.
The regulars only.
Francine, you can stay with the regular shit.
We about to get the fuck on, bitch.
We going to the studio.
So as they get to the studio, Lord AK and Shauna, they start to kick it off. And Mia said, I'm not a part of this conversation for real.
So I'm listening to Doechii, really good TD artist.
I know Doechii.
Shit, and then Tia Corinne.
Yeah, we love Tia.
It's really good, really good.
And this honestly fed my soul personally because I'm such a music head, and I even vibe with, like, when I'm dating someone, or if I was dating, I used to love talking to someone and they know music. Like, that really is a big turn on for me. It's like, you know percussion, you know scales, you know notes and tones, and you can get technical with me, bitch. Hold the fuck up. Yeah. And I love that for Shauna so bad because Shauna, like we said, is a know-it-all. And she even references it like, bitch, I used to think I was Mozart, bitch. Like, I used to think that I was that bitch. And I'm happy that Shauna told us, like, to the audience at home, like, I know I can be a little self-pretentious. I know I could be a little fucking self-righteous. But it's because I love what I do so much. And I think sometimes it can be confused with passion. With her, like, I know it all situation. It can be a little borderline of passion. And I think that she finally found someone like Lord AK that's like, and he even found someone like, wait a minute, you're not a groupie little bitch. You're not a normal little bitch that's like, I want to just rap. I want to make money. Like, I'm going to taste the bag. I think Lord AK was like, wait, you know shit. And for him to talk to someone like this. He hasn't had somebody like that since his brother passed, apparently. And we learned some more about that. And then my least favorite character of this whole.
That Lord AK is actually a normal person.
Yeah.
Like, so.
He's not as pretentious as we thought. His little crew of Peanut and Gat and all them made it seem like he was like, where the hoes at? Meanwhile, Lord AK is the nigga that I just want to make music. And here come Gat. My least favorite character of this whole series so far. Talking about Shirley, that is fucking you, Shirley. And Shauna's me. I don't know who the fuck. I don't know.
My thing with Shauna too is I get like she's probably like trying to play it cool, but I'm surprised that she didn't like
snap off,
confront this man, because like this man embarrassed you. I guess now she's really trying to, okay, let me actually try to play this game. But I'm sorry, getting that vibe from Lord AK, obviously seeing that he's a normal, respectful guy. Like me, I'd have been like, ain't you the motherfucker who fucking gave me a champagne shower, like like with no consent the other day because because you were being a whole colorist, like and like come on. And I feel that it was a safe place for her to do that, because then you see how Lord was speaking to Gat, like, yo, get the fuck out of my face. You see what the fuck I'm doing. You see I'm talking to this girl. We're having a real conversation. Like, back the fuck up. It's always, like I said last episode, it's always the one who ain't got shit going on, who be the loudest, who be the most like flaugy, and literally like the leader, the main artist is not even on that type of time. You know what I mean? So I was surprised that she didn't use that moment to fucking tell his ass off. But, you know, she said, you know what? I'm just going to back out of this. Because I think for her, again, she wants to play the game. And she's like, you know what? Let me play the game. I'm going to have a chance to speak with this man again.
As much as I did want her to defend herself, I did love that she said, you know what? This is too much for me. And I think that even seeing Lord AK tell Gat, like, yo, back the fuck up. And it let me know. I said, oh, Gat, you the lapdog that I thought you were in the first place. That's why you're so fucking loud. Baby, you go fetch me some more water, sis. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, baby.
You're doing too much.
Like, what do you mean? We got to go.
Way too much.
The word he used, the phrase he used was, let me go order some hoes for you. Order, my nigga. The misogyny just keeps jumping out, huh? Like, women are just property. You can just order them on DoorDash real quick, bitch. Like, what the fuck is going on around here? Like, you gonna Uber Eats the coochie? What's happening? Girl, that is so fucked up. So my bitch Chassity goes to Guap Dad's car and break the windows with a metal rod that she found behind a dumpster, steals the money from the glove department. And one thing I love about Chassity for this, my bitch said, you know what, I'm not dumb. Let me break all these windows so it can give very much coop. Somebody tried to go into all these cars, bitch, so you can't say it was just me. Nah, bitch, everybody got a lick. Honey, no shade.
Yeah, she was out there getting her Beyonce lemonade on. I was like, wow, I didn't expect. I was like, is she really gonna bust these windows? Yeah, she thought about it. She got her.
You saw the hesitation. She said,
yeah, she got her Jasmine Sullivan on, bust all the windows out
your motherfucking car.
And got the guap.
Yep.
Got Guap Dad's guap and got the fuck ASAP. And that's what I'm talking about. I mean, listen, I don't condone violence. I don't encourage violence.
Thievery.
But as a manager, you have to do what you got to do.
But as that's happening, me over there talking to Courtney. Courtney said something that I do live for in this goddamn episode to Mia, and it's fake it until you make it. Now, it's a cliche. However, in this industry, it's real. It is very real. The thing is, you know, if I had to be completely honest with you, a lot of your favorite artists at home are faking it so they make it because you're living off an advance. And only an advance only lasts for so long. And the thing is, you have to rent your cars, rent your jewelry, rent your lifestyle, because a lot of artists, it's called imagery. And this is a part of that advance that you do get as an artist when you get signed to a label. Just letting you know, sorry if I'm breaking some people's hearts at home. This is what happens.
The days of big advances are here.
Unless you're sickening. Unless you're sickening, you're getting $100,000.
You have to be up
maybe
there
60,
in the top 10, top 5%. Like, the advances are not.
That's what I'm saying. People are renting their cars, renting their lifestyle, renting their jewelry. You know, I'm learning too. Followers don't mean sales. Streams don't mean ticket sales.
Yep.
Uh-oh. And so
a lot of people who be dropping off tour dates and like then you got to cancel or technical difficulty. No, nobody bought the tickets.
Nobody bought them tickets, baby.
It was
that
ticket.
Capacity.
It was ticket difficulty.
That capacity queue didn't work. Yeah. And so I feel like the fake it till you make it thing. I have never faked it till I made it because for me personally, I don't give a shit about if you think I got Gucci, Louis, Prada, and Kubi Poopy. I don't care about all that. What I care about the most is my talent, and I care about the brand that is connected to people. So for me, I love telling my story. I love the fact that I can say I worked at a chicken spot. You know, I was there for 2 years, and I feel like that kind of experience made me who I am, especially being a server. I think, honestly, because I was a server, it actually helped me to be able to do this job today. I had to talk to anybody. I had to make myself, likable to every single body, even if you come in with a badass attitude, bitch, okay? So shout out to that chain restaurant that I was slanging wings and blue ranch and blue cheese.
Shout out to the Chicken Shack. I've seen people say online that I'm broke, I'm this, I'm that, and I never deny that. Never argue with that. Believe what you want.
Believe what the fuck
because
you
I
want.
I will never be a slave to trying to keep up with the Joneses. I think that when you do have a certain platform and like you have a certain following, I do think that there are things that, okay, you better make sure that you're striving to be able to afford a certain type of lifestyle. Not necessarily like, filthy rich, but you need to be like, your shit needs to be secure. You can't just be out here frivolous and living like an everyday person because you're just not. You know what I mean? So that's how I live my life. But as far as like me trying to keep up with the Joneses and fake it till I make it, I've never felt the need to do that. But also, I've never been a rapper. I think that there's something about being a rapper and a hip hop artist.
That's what I'm talking about. With those advances, bitch.
But it's not just advances too. It's like we're living in an age where we're seeing a lot of like hip hop artists. They're starting to get in trouble for a lot of the fraud that they do, like behind the scenes, like they're getting roped off, like they're getting picked up by the feds. Like it's a lot of things that are happening because they want y'all to think that they are living these lavish lifestyles, and they are not.
No, baby.
And then you guys that watch them are striving to live that, thinking that it's real. Like it's not as easy as it seems. You don't just drop one song and all of a sudden you're filthy rich.
Absolutely.
Like,
and not in this streaming age. No,
and the fact that you have rappers still doing that, it's not the same. We're not talking about the days of like Busta Rhymes and Snoop Dogg and Tupac and Jay-Z and like those days are over, y'all. So when you see these rappers out here, like a lot of this jewelry be fake. A lot of these teeth be fake. That's why they be having the horse teeth because they ain't get them shaved down correctly.
Or they didn't go to the real place.
Exactly. They didn't go to a real place where it's $30,000. No, they going down to Colombia getting the $2,500 special. Ooh. Then they get in a partnership with the doctor and they posing for pictures because they got it for free. They didn't pay for it. Now you're watching them and you're like, you're gonna be the dummy that pays $30,000 for the teeth. You know what I mean? So it's like y'all. This business is very smoke and mirrored.
And I like this. Now, I like this a little bit.
I don't.
Uh-oh. See?
Mia, you're doing way too... You got to sit your ass down. You need to put that coochie on a break.
Yes,
we need a
put it on ice.
Somebody get this bitch a Kit Kat. Take a break. Put that coochie on ice,
You put it on ice, bitch. Put it on the rock.
You doing too much. I said one thing about Mia, she gonna find her place to sleep.
Ain't that something?
She not sleeping in that motel.
Me.
I don't give a
that's
damn.
Me. No shade.
Mia is going to find a way not to sleep in that motel. She said, I know that man got a nice hotel where they got room service, where they got clean linens, where they got robes and all that, and skyline views. That's where I need to be. So let me go ahead and pussy pop real quick. Mia, I understand, but sister.
Yeah, because the fact that Courtney...
Calm that coochie. Calm your tits.
Courtney was...
Calm your tits, please.
The fact that Courtney was like, I'm supposed to be meeting up. I love how he ate her up, no shade, rolling the blunt. This is actually quite interesting because I'm supposed to be meeting up with Lamont later in L.A. She said, forgot about that nigga. Yeah, and I invited him to L.A., no shade. Yikes. And he said, ain't that your guy, right? That's my child's father.
That's my child's father.
That's not your man. I'm single. Oh, okay. So Courtney said, all right, well, let's head up back. She said, we can go to the room now if you were like, my bitch needed somewhere to sleep.
ASAP.
So we could
go. She was tired.
But no, Fuck that. Why didn't get to the room, Jessie, and my bitch stomach growling while she trying to ride some dick? She said, "Yeah, you like that? Don't pay attention to that. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay." He said, "You all right?" "Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. You know, you like that? You like that?" I would have thought, no shade, if that was me, if I was Courtney, I'd have thought a bitch had IBS. I'd have said, "Bitch, are you got the shit? Are you about to shit on my lap? Are you all right? Fuck being hungry, bitch. Why does your stomach sound like a fucking cave? What's happening?" But no shade.
I thought she had farted at first.
Me,
like, because I had that happen to me one time. And
I need you to elaborate.
It was very unfortunate.
Wait.
It was very unfortunate.
Jesse,
it was this fine ass nigga too.
You
I was
farted?
like, damn. No, I mean, I didn't mean to, but it's like I had been waiting all my life. Like I was like, oh my God, like I'm finally gonna fuck this nigga. No, but my thing is honestly, Mia, I'm sorry.
Goddamn room, honey.
Girl, the way your stomach was singing and you kept trying to avoid that shit.
Me.
I'm so like, girl, what?
Mia sometimes it's really me.
Your stomach sounded like an ogre.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, what the fuck?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I'm a viewer and I was embarrassed.
You're like, bitch, second hand. Sound like a 1971 Ford trying to start up.
Oh my God.
Bitch, it's okay, girl. Order you something to eat.
He said, girl,
needy.
He said, girl, you can eat.
But like, you don't want to look needy in front of the tray.
No, that's food.
No shade.
No, that's food. Come on now. You hear somebody's stomach growling like that, come on, sis. Like, I understand, but come on, there's boundaries to this shit. Like, he was like, girl, we got all night. We have got all evening. Let's get something to eat. Let's get you some food, please. We have all night long. We listen.
Please brace yourself.
My God, we are on all night long time. Trust me. We could dance on the ceiling, all that. But okay, we are on Lionel Richie time all night long.
All
Relax.
night long, baby.
Relax. Let's get you an appetizer. Let's get you something to eat. And then like finally when she okay, let me look at it. Let me look at the menu. Girl.
You know you was hungry. You knew you was hungry.
I want to know what she ate.
Maybe I do want to know what she ordered.
She probably ordered some lemon pepper wings. Oh my God, she's so Dade County.
I want to know what she.
Let me get lemon pepper wings. Y'all got some lobster tails?
Yeah.
That's exactly how y'all got some lobster tails?
Girl, please, I'm going to get me it's the Four Seasons.
Oh,
I'm going to get me a goddamn meal up in this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fuck you, man. I ain't paying for it.
And it's going on your card?
Yeah, baby. Roll.
Food is always the best when I don't pay for it.
Oh, it's literally.
Free meals are always the best.
And so now Mia gets back from the hotel the next morning. My bitch Duke come in with breakfast, a whole meal. This is the first time I see these bitches eat, okay? It's the first time I've seen these bitches
Duke is like, see, this how I take care of my... Girl, you got them one Waffle House meal. Calm the fuck down.
Hey, but it's better than what they had.
They busting down Waffle... See how I take care of my team? You see how I take care of my team? Everybody eats. Bitch, you are not Scarface. Relax.
Listen,
relax. I don't see not one piece of BBL Catfish on that table.
That's true.
Relax.
But Shauna was just stealing hot dogs and fucking donuts under her hoodie. So bitch, let's celebrate.
Let's celebrate the wins.
And so
celebrate the wins.
I'm so happy that Duke, and it kind of made me like Duke a little more. And I say this every other episode where I'm like, oh, the correct shout out to the character development and shout out to Dave Helm for this, because let me tell you something. The character development I'm seeing on Duke is so fucking good and progressive, but progressive in the best fucking way. The showrunners is like really making Duke just kind of unfold like a good old air mattress, bitch. Like it's just kind of just, and I'm seeing layers to her. Like she gets the desperation of her, the way it's the willingness, the way that she would make anything happen, but to also take care of the people that she's around. One thing about Duke I've noticed too, she is a little bit tired, but she does keep her word. It may be in a tired way, and it may be in a sense of like, bitch, you for real?
Yeah.
But she really does try at least to keep her word. So
Jonica Booth is an actress.
Oh, down.
Like season 1, you definitely did the thing. But I feel like this season is Duke's season.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the acting is just really jumping out. I feel like we've seen a lot of range from anger to excitement to anxiety to sadness. Like I'm seeing a lot from Jonica this season, and she plays Duke.
Yeah.
And it's really, really phenomenal. Yeah. And so I don't know. This is Duke's season. I know this show's about, the journey of Shauna and Mia, but this is Duke's season.
No, Duke
Duke has been eating these episodes up.
Absolutely. So Mia gets on the bus. All the girls are eating breakfast together, and Mia finally gets that response that she was looking for. But I think what was her best friend that sent her that post on Instagram?
Like, girl, why is this nigga posting you like this? Why is this pussy ass nigga posting you like this? And here he goes posting Mia, putting a emoji over her face, putting her ass in the air, knowing that you haven't answered her. Like, that is so corny. I'm like corny. Corn, just corn.
Does that? But that's
a cornfield.
Does that not?
All I see is corn. Just
under
corn.
Revenge porn. Because her face not in it. Does that not?
I don't know. Cause I'm saying, damn, her face is not in it.
Yeah. Does that? But that still qualifies revenge porn.
I would think. In my mind, so, because that's my body, and I didn't.
I didn't consent.
I didn't consent to you posting it, and literally, you haven't even responded to me. I don't even know where we stand.
Yeah.
And this is what you do.
But maybe he thought because she sent her that picture.
Of course.
And thought like, oh, I got him.
No, he's like, oh, no, I got you, bitch.
I got you.
I got you, bitch.
Because maybe he thought like, did you post that somewhere else? Did you send that to, who did you intend to send that to?
But I'm going to send it to the world.
Yikes.
That's a corny nigga. Yeah. He got to be a Libra.
But it's not Libra.
He either a Libra or a Gemini. One of them. Just corny. Corny.
I definitely see Gemini.
Corn.
Sure. No shame.
Corn.
But my question is to you, like, do you think that what she did to initiate all this, not saying that she deserved this, I'm just saying, I'm not justifying Casas' actions at all, but I'm saying in the sense of she definitely started this, and he definitely felt betrayed from her. So it's kind of just like, at some point, okay, of course two wrongs to make a right, but like...
Yeah, but she's tried to reach out to you. She's texted you. She's obviously called you. She's sending you pussy pics from the back. Like, sir, just if you're not gonna fuck with me no more, just don't fuck with me no more. Yeah, like, just don't fuck with me no more. But why post my backside coochie lips for the world to see?
My backside coochie lips.
You know what I'm saying? And that picture was fire.
It was a good nude.
That
well, not with the nude, but it was a good
ass
teaser.
picture. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's just very, very corny. Like, I'm sorry. I've never had anybody do that to me. I would be calling my lawyer, but the girls, they ain't got no lawyer money yet.
Yeah.
They ain't got they're not there yet.
No.
But yeah, like that's ridiculous. Yeah. Like, you made yourself out to be the stand-up guy. Stand-up guys don't behave like that. That makes me look at you. You put yourself. You made it seem like you're a protector. You're a provider. You're this. You that. You got flowers all on the floor. You got the purple light. What happened to the purple light nigga? What happened to the purple light nigga? The purple light nigga would never treat me like that.
Are we talking about Cash or Prince?
Cash. He had the purple lights. Mr. 30K, he had the purple lights. He had the pool going. He had the rose petals. He the road pedaling. He had the champagne. He had the Moet right by the pool.
Yeah.
Bitch, that is not purple light nigga behavior. You put me up on that, put me up online like that. You didn't even answer me back. What the fuck?
I thought that he was the stand-up guy. I thought he was the one with the class. I thought he was the one that was going to be like, I'm looking for a real-ass motherfucker. I need like a real woman by my side. Meanwhile, you just as corny as these other niggas out here. No shame.
I thought you were a purple light nigga.
Yeah.
And you are not.
You're more of a fluorescent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely...
Yeah. Not clap on!
A little clap on nigga. It's giving clap on energy. Clap on niggas, they be so excited because they ain't never had shit.
Please.
Oh, watch this. You a clap on nigga.
Please.
Clap on nigga.
Oh my God. Well, that's episode 4. That is episode 4.
My goodness.
Is quite interesting.
Yeah.
We end off on this cliffhanger of what's about to happen, how Mia's going to react. And I think we go to LA next. So
yeah.
I'm quite interested to see how Lamont's going to be with.
Is Lamont going to show
I think he is. If I know Lamont, I think he's going to show up in LA. And if he shows up in LA and Courtney's there.
We're going to be watching Melissa.
Melissa's going to go with Mama. But
she don't like none of y'all mamas.
Yeah, but it's true.
Like, she don't want to be bothered with nobody.
But that's what Mia was like. I know my mom gonna have an attitude, but oh well. But I don't know why Mia set herself up to invite Lamont to LA. I guess y'all know her pussy hungry or something. I don't know what's going on. But Miyake is out and she's ready to play. Yeah.
But also too, I look forward to seeing how Francine is gonna react to the girls being able to go to the studio, Shauna getting closer to Lord AK. I really feel like this is a bad look for him because even remember when they were in the studio, Lord AK was like, it just was really strange how Raina ended up on the tour.
Yeah, he said
like he was like that. The Francine nigga was very, very persistent. Kept hitting us up, and all of a sudden it was here. So that makes me look at Francine, Fanny Pants, Francois, whatever, Lord Farquhar, whatever. Your business is not looking too tight.
Yeah, Francois.
We be talking about Duke, but the gag is the real fraud ass manager is
Francois.
Francine.
Well, Jessie, as they know at home, the conversation don't stop with me and Jessie, okay? We want to hear from you, Chat Shit Committee. Follow us on Rap Shit on Max, okay? And use the hashtag Rap Shit because we want to see what you got to say about this episode and what's your prediction about what's going to happen in the next episode, honey, okay?
Yes, and make sure that you catch a new episode of Rap Shit every Thursday. New episodes. And once you're done watching the episode, make sure that you come check us out because we got visualities this season. For season 2, you can see us live and live in color on the Max app, on Max's YouTube channel, on Radio's YouTube channel, on Spotify, baby. We are everywhere. We are omnipresent, just like the God, okay?
Come on!
So make sure that you check us out and come over here and join us as we chat about all the shit that happens during the episode.
Period. And we will catch you guys in the next one. Boom!